Former gang member once lived a troubled life of crime and violence, but he turned things around and hopes his story of success can help others. He's one of Chicago's very own.
And I remember it's an August night, and about 40 gang members are outside of my house, and they're waiting for me.
Former gang member Berto Aguayo looks back on the 3 long and painful minutes that changed the course of his life.
I get put against the wall, and for about 3 minutes, I received from my former buddies a beatdown. Try to cover myself as much as possible. I was getting hit on the legs, I was getting hit on my knees, and after those 3 minutes, my friends carried me home because I couldn't really walk.
It was this brutal beating 3 years ago that allowed him to cut ties with the gang he joined when he was 13 years old. He underwent this violent ritual for a chance to start over.
So although it really hurt at that instance and physically I was hurt, I knew that better things were to come.
Aguayo's story begins at 48th and Union in Chicago's back of the yards neighborhood. Growing up in a single-parent home, his mother, Rosie, worked long hours to provide for her children. And like many others in his shoes, he turned to a gang for acceptance.
They gave me a sense of belonging. They gave me an identity.
He earned a reputation as a troublemaker at Uno Garcia High School. But the school's director, Josephine Gomez, saw something special in Aguayo and pushed him to turn his life around.
I basically let him know that he had the full potential to be a highly scholared, university student, and that everybody saw that. His teachers, myself, his parents, he just was the last one to really own it.
With Gomez's guidance, Aguayo got involved with the Mikvah Challenge, an organization that lets teenagers get into politics, and he was placed with a Northside alderman to learn the ropes.
I'd go on the bus from 48th and Halsted all the way up to Lincoln Park. So that was very eye-opening to me because I had rarely gone outside of the confines of my neighborhood. Now, getting to the office was also a big eye-opening to another world, which was a civic world, that I fell in love with.
Aguayo's new interest in public service inspired him to get off the streets and say goodbye to the gang life. He soon joined Mayor Rahm Emanuel's Youth Commission.
Hello, Sam. My name is Berto Aguayo. I'm contacting you from State Representative Chris Welch's office. How are you?
Now he's an intern for State Representative Chris Welch, and this ex-gangbanger is now a dedicated advocate for peace, taking part in anti-violence rallies across the city.
Not only to make up for the mistakes that I made as a youth, but it's also one way to move my community forward.
Aguayo is now a student at Dominican University, serving 2 years as the school's student body president, something he never dreamed possible, and in such a short time.
Going from a gang member running up and down the street and getting shot at to now being here at Dominican University, my life completely changed from just 3 years ago. So I never thought in a million years that I would be here.
He exemplifies everything we've always wanted to achieve in all of our students. And if his story can be told to mentor and motivate other young men and women out there, then so be it.
Berto Aguayo, he's one of Chicago's very own. This summer, Aguayo is coordinating the annual Hoops in the Hood program in the back of the yards neighborhood, then leaves for an internship in Washington, D.C. Next year, he hopes to go to law school. Tom?
Great story, Micah. Thanks. We'll